This week, MCHS covers the new Center of Tech at MCC.
MCHS Student Media dives into our journalism programs.
Warrior Shack shows up what they are doing this year.
We look into our very own theater program at McHenry.
And all that and more on
the Warrior Weekly. Good morning, Warriors, and welcome back to this year's 4th edition of the Warrior Weekly presented by Warrior Student Media. I'm William Danke.
And I'm Elliot Raymond. This week we highlight the new Center of Tech at MCC, McHenry Messenger, Warrior Shack, and the theater program.
But first, Warrior Student Media covers the story on the new Center of Tech at MCC.
McHenry Community College opens its doors for a brand new Center for Technology and Industry. Christian Mueller tells us about the brand new building and its equipment.
So the building itself is brand new, state-of-the-art. We've designed it in a way that it's going to be a welcoming space. We have lots of tall windows with bright sunlight to make students feel energized and engaged, but also has all the technology that people will need to know to get trained in these areas. So specialized equipment in each of the program areas. For example, our HVAC system even has an ice cream machine, different types of refrigerant systems, HVAC system, like air conditioning systems, both residential for your household as well as for industries. And we even have those students that can go on to our HVAC system for the college itself. So students have hands-on access for all of the different types of technologies they might need for the trades that they're going into.
She provides detailed insights into the funding for the building.
So this building was funded as a combination from the state of Illinois. So the state of Illinois pitched in about 75% of the cost of creating this building and about 25% from our own funding. And most of our funding came from donors. So we had our Foglia family donated a large chunk of money to help not only get the building going, but get the equipment as well. We got some grant money from the state as well for our big equipment, because if you look around these machines, like these robotic arms behind me, they're not cheap. They're really expensive. So we got some really high quality equipment through donations from people across our area without having to dip too much into our tax funders.
She explains that joining these programs are easy, requires no prior knowledge, and can be made affordable.
There are no entry requirements. Anybody who's interested in these programs can apply to the college. They get accepted. There's no special entry thing that you'd have to do. All you have to do is sign up for the class. So if this is something you're considering, there's no pre-knowledge that you have to get into these programs, and all of our programs are financially eligible. So there are ways to help us get money into students' hands to help it become affordable for them to afford their college education and then go into the workforce afterwards.
Christina Haggerty talks about the programs that the new building offers.
So with our Foglia Caddy, it's our Foglia Center for Advanced Technology and Innovation, we have an abundance of programs that are now available, and we actually launched the building this fall in September. We are offering a number of programs that are both stackable certificates and associate's degrees that range from our new HVAC program to our expanded welding program to robotics and automation to precision machining and also engineering and engineering technology.
She highlights the new building's trade opportunities and MCC's solutions.
I think that many people don't necessarily know all of the new opportunities in skilled trade careers. And so with the help of our industry partners in manufacturing and technology throughout the county, MCC is trying to revive the interest in these careers and help people understand that these educational areas use a lot of high-tech skills, are clean environments in which to work, have a lot of job potential and opportunities over the next 10 to 20 years, both in the county and outside, and are high-paying and well-paying careers for many, many people.
If you are interested in MCC's new Technology and Industry Center and opportunities, talk to your counselor or Mr. Mankey. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we are Daniel Livia, Bree Duran, Tate Barcelone, and Haley Downing.
Hey, William, have you heard of the new Messenger article?
No, have you?
Yes, you so have to read it. It's groundbreaking. Speaking of groundbreaking, let's dive into what the McHenry Messengers have been up to.
The Warrior Weekly isn't our only news outlet at MCHS. The McHenry Messenger, taught by Mr. Dane Urbach, is our loud and proud school newspaper. They cover major topics at MCHS as well as world topics to inform and educate the community. Senior Lily Adams explains what the newspaper does day in and day out.
We have everything. If you like to write like news or like about our school, there's places for that. If you have opinions on anything, you can write there. A&E, like movies you like, shows, even like playlists you enjoy. If you don't want to write and you want to take pictures, we have places for that. We also have kids making puzzles this year as well, so we have pretty much everything.
Newspaper is a class where you can express your creative freedom. Adams goes more in detail why others should join.
Join immediately. It is an amazing class. Our culture in that classroom is amazing. I have so much fun every single day. The workload is not that hard, really. People get a lot of nervous because they think newspaper and stories, but it is not that bad. If you're even mildly interested, just join.
I will say that every year the class evolves a little bit. Last year was our first year where the newspaper felt like it functioned on its own a lot. And I had to my hands in a lot less of the newspaper last year. This year I feel like the newspaper is even less me, and it's a lot more them making decisions, them putting the newspaper together. And so every year it's a little more hands off. But I will say this year they have a lot more of a command of the newspaper, and I have a lot less of a hand in it at all.
Urbach paints a picture how a student-led class operates.
I think I can't pick a single word to describe the newspaper, but I would say it's a kind of controlled chaos. It's a class where everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and sometimes they're not doing their own thing and should be, and sometimes they're doing 3 things at once, and somehow it all kind of, I'm sort of surprised at how it all kind of comes together eventually. My students are always impressive and somehow figure out a way to make magic happen every week.
Senior Gabe Santos describes Mr. Urbach's student-led plan and how it creates a sense of community.
I mean, I guess the most engaging part of the class for me would be the classroom environment in general. I feel like everybody in the class is kind of closer to each other than most classes would be because it's just like, it doesn't feel like a class. It feels like a club almost.
If you're interested in newspaper, look for it or talk to your counselor to join. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were William Danke, Elliot Raymond, and Devin Colazzo.
The Warrior Shack is a student-run shop here at MCHS that sells our school apparel. Let's take a look at the process of how the designs are created.
Yeah, so our marketing class is the one that comes up with the designs. And then after they come up with the designs, they have to do a little research, do a little marketing research to let me know what designs people are actually said that they would buy and want to buy. From there, I give those ideas to our officer or to our store managers, and the store managers decide like which ones we should do. Sometimes with our items, they might like a certain aspect of the design, so we might just do like part of that design versus all of that design.
Not only is the marketing class involved in the process, but the graphics class is responsible for producing the designs created.
Then what we do is we give it to our graphics class for them to like finalize that concept more, because like marketing, it's just designed to kind of like throw it together. This is the design they like, this is what they would like to see, but then our graphics kids are the ones that actually like fine-tune it and make it a better design.
Graphics student Braden Friedel explains his role in the process.
So we get their order in. So let's say use this design as an example. We get the design in, we design it for them, we kind of check it over, make sure that's what they want, make sure that's what they like.
Miss Kirk explains her goals moving forward with the Warrior Shack.
We have 2 store managers that run this. It's Emma and Kylan. They are both seniors, so I am looking for some students to help us out next year in meeting our managers. We basically have it open right now from third period, fourth period, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Students can purchase drinks right now and our apparel. Our goal is to eventually get some snacks in there as well.
To buy your very own student-made apparel, visit the Warrior Shack during school hours and at sporting events. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Angela Hernandez, Travis Coquinos, Kevin Hibbs, Quinn Fitzgerald, and Jacob Guzman.
Finally, we sit and watch how our MCHS theater program runs.
Lights, camera, action. MCHS's musical theater program is running for the second time this year. Musical theater is a class where students can learn a variety of skills in the art of acting, history of theater, and staging.
It's exactly what it sounds like. Theater with music, dance, heightened emotion, spectacle.
Junior Jonathan Carlson explains what the musical theater class entails for potential students.
It's mainly about how to direct a musical. It's about the dynamics of a musical and all the different key components that go into it, like staging, sets, costuming, all the little details about it.
Teacher Mr. Hillier explains what students learn and experience in the musical theater class.
There's more art, I guess you could say. Like there's more dance, there's more music. The sets are usually more complicated. There's more scene changes, costume changes. It's just theater, but even more.
Along with Jonathan explaining what the class is, he also recommends musical theater to newcomers or students interested in theater.
If you're interested in theater, music, or both, or just even if you just need like a filler class to take, I think it's a really nice class.
Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we are Ryan Tedman, Garrett Callahan, and Christine Duckworth.
If you're interested in any of our journalism classes, be sure to talk to your counselors about signing up for the spring semester or email Mr. Albera to join our amazing broadcast club.
That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow the Warrior Weekly on all social media platforms, including X, Insta, and TikTok.
For Elliot Raymond and all student media, I'm William Danke. Have a great week, Warriors.